Hey everybody, Max here, and today I'm going to be taking a look at my second Street Fighter II Ultra figure from Jada Toys, and this is DJ. I actually never played this character before. I was more of a Dalsim and Vega fan. I played those guys all the time, but I liked the look of this guy and the color scheme and the fact that it says Maximum down his leg, and what's the name of my channel? Maximum Warp. Also has my colors, so I couldn't pass him up. And he looks really cool. I'm looking forward to getting him out of the package and seeing what we can see, so stick around. Okay, so here's DJ out of the package, and as I mentioned in my Fei Long video, the package is very well done. It just takes some effort to get the figure out. It's in there securely with tape and tabs and more tape. So yeah, I would recommend attacking this thing from the bottom, taking the tray out that way, because trying to get it out from the top is pretty difficult with the way it is shaped, and then have have fun with the tape and the tabs. So, but I do like the look of it. I love that it looks like the old upright, and the insert piece looks like a still from the actual game, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, he's DJ, country of origin Jamaica, fighting style kickboxing. Pretty cool picture on the back. We got the lineup. We're getting a lot of we've got a lot of these already, but still more to go. I'm definitely looking forward to Vega. I might get Sagat down the road, and probably what's his name? Honda, something like that. The big sumo. Yeah, forgive me if I got that wrong, but I'll probably get him too. So, and let's see, yeah, some artwork on the side. So yeah, pretty cool. Definitely like the presentation. So let's bring DJ forward a little bit. He comes with two fists, gloved hands, and he comes with a finger pointer and thumbs up. So that's pretty cool. He comes with two head sculpts, smiling and laughing, perhaps. So he's a happy Jasper. He's definitely happy. He's got pretty good paint on the sides, big M on the side of both heads, and his braids rotate on both heads, so that's cool. I had to be a little careful just to make sure, I had to look and make sure that it would rotate, and it does. I didn't want to twist this thing off. So that's great little variability with regards to the head sculpt and his uh, hairstyle. Now, I wish G.I. Joe Classified, for those characters that have bandanas and things like that, that they would adopt something along these lines, so that it's not just sculpted and molded in one position. So that would be great. So that's really cool that Jada went that extra mile with regards to this character's hairstyle. So, and it's got silver on one end and gold on the other. So that's pretty cool. The paint on the face is great. The sculpting is really good. Yes, they're very cartoony, but that's just, I mean, it's true to the design. So big honking chin with a cleft, and he's got big old blue eyes, it looks like, and no real paint problems anywhere that I can tell. He comes with this nice little gold chain, so that's pretty cool. Solid figure, very solid figure. He also comes with a stand for his, I guess, flame effect. I know this has a name, but you can position it this way, I guess, for a kick, and then you can position it this way for a punch. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, I never played him in the game, so this is kind of interesting. I mainly bought him, I think I mentioned this before, because he's got the orange, like my logo, Maximum down the pant leg. Now my logo has black, and out of the package this looks blue, but I'm not. That's fine. I just thought I'm gonna get this guy. So he may become the unofficial mascot of the Maximum Warp channel, just because of that. So I definitely liked the look of this guy. He's very fluid. I'm not fighting the joints and imposing him like I did on the Fei Long figure. Everything's very fluid. There's really good sculpt work. Let's get his braid out of the way, and a little bit. It does not pop out. I wouldn't. It's plugged in, and I think it's meant to be permanent. So let me just get this out of the way a little bit. But anyway, like Fei Long, there is a wash on the musculature. Kind of just gives it a little extra texture in the seams, I guess, the striations of the muscles. There is really good range of motion in the neck, has the floating neck, and he's on a ball hinge, a really good one actually. So he looks down very far, and he looks up really far, so fairly well. And here I am saying that didn't pop out, and oh my gosh, it does pop out. That's the first time that's happened. So let's see if we can fix that. Yep, pops right back in. So just be careful with that. I guess I'm learning as I go. So we got that floating neck that's a little on the stiff side, but I'm sure I'll loosen it up over time. Pretty good range of motion in the arms, good T-pose, very fluid butterfly joints, a little on the stiff side, a little stiff on the left, a little more loose on the right, a little more fluid on the right, but gets good range of motion there. Good bicep swivel on both sides. Pinless joints. Good range of motion in the elbow. There is a horizontal hinge on the wrist. Good rotation all the way around. Pretty good paint on the gloves. And the wrist, I guess this is supposed to be part of the glove. Yeah, it is not. It is attached. So you can take the wrist, the hand out, and the cuff here is not going to come with it. So I'm guessing it's supposed to be considered one piece, one full glove, and not like a wristband or anything like that. So just doesn't quite match up, like maybe the plug's a little too long, or maybe just not in there all the way. So that's it on the arms. Pretty good range of motion. He bends forward with the waist cut and the diaphragm cut. He can bend forward that far, but it's really most of the bend is from the waist and not completely from the diaphragm. I mean, he really just kind of bends forward when he's standing straight up. He's a little stiff right there. He doesn't get much, but when you factor in the waist, he gets that. Back is pretty far. And I don't know if he's supposed to do this or not. I can't really get it to, the diaphragm is so flush that I can't get this guy to rotate. So he's going to rotate from the waist, but not from the diaphragm. So the diaphragm, little side to side, it is stiff. So maybe I can get that loosened up a little bit over time. I don't want it to be too loose. Now, I mentioned in my Fei Long video that his diaphragm once I got it loosened up, it stayed loose. There's more of a wobble. Not so much with this guy. So he has pretty good range of motion with regards to the waist. And then let's get to the legs, and pretty good splits too. No drop down hips on these figures, I'm guessing. So, which, honestly, I'm surprised. I mean, they get really good range of motion, just the way the hips are designed, the spacing and everything, and where the joints are located. They're a little lower, and I think just the way the hips are designed, or the upper part of the leg, I should say, you get really good range of motion in terms of splits. He gets about 90 degrees, a little more than Fei Long. Already starting to see some rubbing. Right there, you can see that discoloration. Now it's orange plastic, or maybe that's a wash. Maybe I'm wrong about that. That's a wash, because I'm seeing kind of a lighter orange up here in the waist. So yeah, okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm seeing some here down the pant leg. So that's cool that they go a little further with regards to the paint apps on these figures to kind of give them a little more zhuzh, a little more texture, a little more presence, I suppose. Waist swivel or thigh swivel is pretty good. no gaps or anything like that. He can kick. He's a kickboxer, so he's got these big honking feet. So let's see, I got Fei Long to do it, so without a foot stand. So just to show you, no foot stand, and boom, there you go. So that's cool. And let's see. And the paint down the leg is good. Yes, it breaks up the sculpt if you line it. You have to line it up just so. And it's a little chunky on the top, but down the leg is pretty solid, maximum. So, maximum warpage. I can't imagine, I know that over time this is probably going to get chipped off and faded and that sort of thing, but it's okay. It is what it is. It's to be expected, I suppose. But it does seem very thick, like they didn't, halfway just like do one pass like Hasbro and Marvel Legends. Gosh, the Marvel Legends apps, paint apps have just really, they get like one pass and that's it. This seems to have several passes so that the orange doesn't bleed through the white and there's no mixing or anything like that. So it, while I think over time it may wear away, I think it may take a lot longer on these figures than it does on the Marvel Legends. So at any rate, moving right along. Now these legs were very stiff out of the box. I had to work them as well. But he gets pretty good range of motion for having really thick legs. So really good knee joint there. Really good design work to accommodate the range of motion. It's a little thinner right here, but that's not. I'm not really complaining about that. That's to be expected. I think they did that on purpose so we could get good range of motion out of these figures. So anyway, that is the leg. Same on the right, yeehaw. And there is an ankle swivel and really good range of motion on the feet. At least it goes back. It doesn't go forward as far as I would like it to. And kind of similar to Fei Long, now I had some trouble with Fei Long in the rotation of the foot. Not so much with this guy, but it does feel a little spongy, rubbery, even though the feet feel solid, and yet even the ankle. So I don't know. Everything feels solid, but there's just kind of this rubbery feeling to it when you're doing a rotation. So just be aware of that. So yeah, that is, let's see, that is DJ. Very solid figure. I think I like this guy just a tad bit more than Fei Long. He's solid. He's hefty. He's a very hefty figure, and he's definitely bigger than Fei Long, just a touch. He's definitely taller, bigger in the muscles, so he definitely weighs more. Both good figures, don't get me wrong, but I think I just like this guy a little bit more. He comes with just a little bit more than Fei Long does, and it just seems like there's just extra to him, so that's just really cool. So let's see, let's swap out. Oh, wrong one. Let's give him the. Okay. I'm going to give this guy a warp factor of 9. DJ approves. Gives you the wink and the gun. So yeah. So that's DJ, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments section. I really like this guy, and I think he's a good addition to the collection, and him and Fei Long both are good examples of a very good, I'm assuming a very good and popular toy line. So while I wasn't the biggest fan of Street Fighter, I did play it a lot. I mean, I don't, but I know that Street Fighters existed in different forms over the years, comics and movies and things like that, maybe even some anime, but yeah, very cool. Warp factor of 9 for Mr. DJ here. Let me know what you think. I will Oh, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. That would be awesome, helping my channel grow. Thanks for being here and listening, and hope you enjoy the content. And I will talk at you guys next time. Take care.